right, an actual Q&A video that I didn't put off this time. After so many times trying to do this, I finally got one. So I'll be answering most of y'all's questions you left. Most are on YouTube, but some are from Dreams as well, and I think there's one on Discord, but the person wants to remain anonymous. And if your question didn't make it into the video, mostly because you commented at the last minute, then I'm sorry. Maybe next time I do a video like this, then it'll probably be in that one. Now, before we get into the video, hit that like button. So this first question comes from Blade of Sun, and he asked, what inspired you to make Order 666? You know, that's an interesting question. So let's rewind back to the year 2018. I was still a Little Big Planet YouTuber way before Dreams, and I was making this one other series that I started back in 2017. But then I started to get tired of it and wanted to try and make something new since I was almost out of space. And there was these other creators that made creepypasta levels that I played, and I took inspiration from them and decided to create my own. I was having a hard time trying to brainstorm new ideas, but then I started to get one. Instead of having all characters meet and fight each other, like most creators have made, I decided to add something new, where all the characters will fight against an unknown threat that has been watching them for years and waiting for the right moment to destroy them. And honestly, I thought this idea, Order 666, was not going to get anywhere, and when I published it on the LBP, I thought it was just going to get shit on and no one would care about it. Well, the next day when I got on, I saw it took off. And I think you can find all my old levels on YouTube just by searching Little Big Planet 3 Order 666, and you should see other YouTubers' old videos of Order 666 from years ago still up there to this day. And then when Dreams finally came out, I decided to remake Order 666, but with a different storyline than what the original one had. So yeah, I got inspired by some creators from Little Big Planet to where I decided to make that series. This second question comes from Princess Vertera. If I said your name right, I'm sorry if I didn't say the name right. And she says, what's your opinion on Sonato?
Oh my fucking god. I knew someone was gonna ask that.
The fact it's still the best ship ever and that it's hot. And I think someone asked me to make more Sonato videos, and just know that I still will make those. This next question is not on YouTube, but from Dreams, and Pistol Master 2 says, with the upcoming Sonic.exe experience, I saw the trailer a couple of days ago, can we see a death scene ahead of time so we can have an idea what to expect? Well, when I get to that, then maybe I'll show a scene, but right now I haven't got to that part yet. Plus, I need to edit a few things and make my own versions of the Sonic characters. If you want to see some leaks and sneak peeks, then you can follow me on GameJolt. That's where I'm gonna be posting screenshots and a few videos on there from time to time, just not all the time. This next question comes from driver_allstar, and he says, what's your favorite EXE? I know I despise Sonic.exe, but I'm currently intrigued by the lore of each EXE. Well, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite EXE, I just like any EXE I hear about. This next question comes from Isabel_the Sonic fan, and she says, what caused Venus to originate in Zendir? Oh, about that, I'm still trying to work on that. I haven't really put that much lore into that, and probably I will change the name from Venus to something else. And actually, that other trailer where I showed The Devil Awakens 2, that might actually reveal how he originated. If I ever get to it, then I'll make it, and that'll probably answer your question. This next question comes from Omish3279, and they ask, what inspired you to make this channel? I think I've said this before in an older video, but I used to watch a lot of gaming channels. I don't remember the exact names of these channels because I either don't watch them anymore or I just unsubscribed from them and forgot. But I know they were famous channels. I didn't have a computer or a PS4 back then, and I just recorded games on my tablet. This channel is still my first channel. I didn't make any other channels and just stuck with this one. Now, I tried to make all channels and tried uploading on them, but then I ended up deleting those channels because not only did I want to keep going with this one, but I just didn't see myself leaving this one that I made and worked on for so long. When I first created this channel, it was under many different names and it was only a gaming channel. And over time, as the years went by and I got a PS4 and a computer, that's where I made the decision that I don't want to keep being just a gaming channel. Because I also was inspired by other commentary and animation channels, to where I made the decision to shift away from that and start actually making content that I enjoy making, because I really didn't enjoy filming only games. Now, here I am today making commentary videos, animations, and still do some gameplay from time to time, to where now I just upload anything I want to, and it was the best decision I ever made. This next question is from Simply Sabby 98, if I said it right, and they ask, what got you into Sonic? What do you like about the franchise? And what do you think about the fandom? Well, let's go back several years ago, again, and I'll tell you that when I was like 13 years old, I discovered Sonic after watching an episode of Sonic.exe. At first I didn't like that show and I thought it was just garbage and just a shitty show. But then as I continued to watch the episodes and then I got to the end, Sonic just became my new favorite character because I was a huge Super Mario fan back then. But now I just don't like Nintendo at all. And let me tell you what I did after watching Sonic.exe. I decided to go on the internet on my mom's old computer, and I was searching up Sonic stuff, and then something popped into my head. I don't know why this popped in my head or why I thought of doing this, but I typed in Sonic.exe and you can take a guess what it was with the 3 X's. Basically, it was fucking Sonic porn from Mobius Unleashed. Yep, I ruined my childhood very early at that age. Why did I even do that? What is wrong with me? And I didn't get caught because I knew how to clear the browser, so my family didn't even know I looked that stuff up. And I kind of looked it up a lot because I had basically I had like a porn addiction back then, but that stopped a long time ago. So yeah, I was a fucked up person back then. And what do I think of the fandom now? It's alright, minus a few people I encountered that shouldn't be in the fandom and a few others that like to start shit. I find the fandom to be pretty decent for now. And I honestly don't know what to say about the franchise because I have no opinions about it at all. Okay, so this last question, and it was from a Discord user who texted me, and he said he didn't want to be shown in this video. But he says, are you ever going to do voice acting again? I know you did voice acting and barely did it. And would you ever let anyone voice Zendir the Hedgehog? First off, I still do some voice acting and I'm open to doing it again. Now, I did do VA with a few people, and some had wanted me to do voice act for their animations or one of their characters, but I ended up turning them down either because the character they wanted me to voice for is not interesting, or I just ended up not wanting to do it. In fact, the person I turned down, I'll probably ask him if they still have room for another voice actor, mostly the ones on Dreams or other YouTubers, and see where that goes. Now, the part about letting people voice Zendir, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I may let anyone use Zendir in their creations and videos because when I made him for public use. But letting random people voice him, especially if they are friends, no way, that's one thing I won't allow. Only I can voice Zendir, and if you did add Zendir into something that required voice acting, then yeah, you know damn well I will not turn down the job to voice act for whatever you're making. But if you made someone voice act for him without asking for permission, then you and I are going to have a long talk about that. And I think that's about it for these questions. If your question didn't make it into the video or you commented at the last minute before this video, then maybe when I do another Q&A video, I'll have that appear in the next one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.